So the government has all these contingency plans. We're talking from aliens to zombies. You're going to tell me some apes are going to take over the world? It's time for CJDJ's Movie Power Hour. All right, this is CJDJ's Movie Power Hour, your one-stop shop for all things movies while drinking a power hour. My name is CJ, I'm your host, and to my left, as always, we got the co-host with the mo-host, DJ.
What's up, everybody?
How are you doing today, Deej?
I'm doing mighty fine.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well, as of recording, we're on America's birthday weekend.
Yep, that is true. Now, we did have a little bit of scheduling snafu, what have you. So, we got an old friend coming back in for this one. It's the Matman 100.
We're back, bitches. Woo! What's going on? How you doing?
Doing good. I am really glad that you're able to step in and save our show.
Well, I just got to take care of business, you know.
Long time no see.
Yeah, I know. It's been too long.
As you guys may remember, on our last episode, we did say that it was Matt's very last episode that he was going to be on, but we did have this problem, and we've just decided to bring him back because he's that awesome.
Yep.
To come fill in.
As a guest star.
Has nothing to do with living 5 feet away from you. Still.
It's not happening anymore, remember?
Oh, yeah. You're leaving us.
Anyways, guys, we're going to be talking about War for the Planet of the Apes, which comes out July 14th.
Yep. It's almost 3 years, right?
Yep, almost 3 years. Well, it's a little over 3 years since the last one came out, which we're going to also be talking about Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
That's right. Some monkey business here.
Yep.
Got that. Yeah.
Very good, Deej. Now, real quick, just remind the viewers, we got all these cups in front of us. What are they for?
Well, we can talk about movies. That's pretty easy, but we're going to get a nice buzz going on. We're going to do a power hour. Well, that means we take one shot of beer every minute for 60 minutes. How many beers do you got over there, man?
I got 6 beers over here.
Lucky you.
Ooh. As you guys may also remember, DJ lost the last game, which means he gets to drink another beer for this power hour. So how many are you doing?
I got 7 in here.
You got 7.
Some overflowing little red cups.
Yeah, woo. Let's just keep my win streak going so I don't have to drink another beer. Well, Deej, what do you say? Should we get started?
Let's get started.
Woo! Boom! Shakalaka. Start the clock. All right. So, like we were talking about, we're gonna be talking about the War for the Planet of the Apes trailer.
Sure.
Now, I'm pretty excited for this movie, right?
Yeah. This is at least the first 2 movies was a surprising mix of very expensive CGI and great storytelling.
Yeah.
You don't get that very often.
Dude, the CGI was on point for all these movies. And it's crazy. And then you look at other movies that just have the shitty CGI sequences. You're like, how is that possible in this day and age that you can't get the CGI down right? It's like, they do.
I've seen it done right here.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, whatever.
Taking an easy way out.
So, anyways, I'm really excited for this movie, and it's bringing one of, not one of my favorite actors, but he is definitely a good actor.
I'm a big fan of the dude in general.
And Woody Harrelson is coming for this one.
They're talking about circus, but okay.
Well, no, I'm saying for this one, he's coming.
Gotcha.
We got a newcomer coming in.
Gotcha. Yeah, I love that guy. I loved him in the other post-apocalyptic movie, Zombieland.
One of my favorites. It is definitely in my upper echelon of movies I like to watch. So we got Woody Harrelson coming in for this. He's playing the antagonist, right?
Yes.
We also have Andy Serkis coming back as Caesar.
Yes, man.
Fantastic.
Snoke himself.
Fantastically done. That's just, it's so well done. What do you think?
There's like no words I can really put in the performances he can bring. He does the motion capture for like the Peter Jackson.
King Kong.
Smeagol. Mm-hmm. And he's also going to be the main villain in the Black Panther ones.
Yeah, and then like you said, he was Supreme Leader Snoke, and The Force Awakens.
Yeah, so I'm excited for another. Because he's been doing super good as Caesar.
Yeah, no, it's been awesome. And you know what? I would not mind if he was kept going with it.
Yeah, they do a second trilogy.
That would be awesome. We got Steve Zahn coming in here. He's been in various movies, usually as a side character. I just want to point him out. He's going to be the bad ape. I'm pretty sure we see Bad Ape in this trailer. I can't remember now.
Bad Ape?
Yeah, that's what they call him in the credits.
Oh, he's not Koba?
Nope.
Mr. Good.
That's
Jr.?
your guy that you like.
Yep, I love that guy. I forgot his name though.
Toby Kebbell.
Toby Kebbell, my man from
Ben-Hur. He was pretty good. I liked him. Hopefully he maintains his good stature in this movie.
Yeah. He's one of my after rewatching the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, he's actually came out as one of my favorite characters. So
yeah,
he was
I mean, he was a dick, but he played it really well.
He was a great dick.
Well, Deej, I don't know about you on that note. Let's go ahead and get started with this trailer. Matman 100, kick it off. Let's hit it. This is the final trailer for the War of the Planet of the Apes, by the way, just in case we did not mention that.
Follow along.
All right. Slow build up right now, right? You hear that score coming in. That was an important element of the last couple movies.
Child.
He's a human person.
Yuck.
I don't know.
Little kid.
I mean, look
Maurice. I like Maurice. He's making a comeback.
Mo Benga?
No, Maurice, the
gotcha.
ape.
The ape.
The orangutan.
He has no one else.
No,
We are not
I
savages.
mean, look at the graphics here.
That's an homage
Fight
to the previous
only
movie,
to survive.
for sure.
Yeah.
Them riding on the horses on the beach.
All dead now, a long time. Long time.
Bad humans.
Soldier.
Bad humans. Look at this technology that they got. You're telling me they're gonna
Yeah. They don't have a nuke on hand at all? Come on.
Your children will ask
real
you,
militaristic. I was
what did
hearing
you do in the
from a couple
greatest
people
war?
that it's kind
You
of
can tell them.
kind of puts them as like Nazis
to
almost,
protect this world.
which should be kind of interesting. Monkey killer.
We created them. But now,
Slur nowadays, right?
we will bring an end to their kind.
Yeah. All right. Let's go there. Go ahead and stop there for our first pause. What you thinking so far, Deej?
I'm really stoked.
It's good. I like it. The music's carrying you through, which I like. You know, we're in this weird age of just plucking some poppy 80s song
Yeah.
or 70s song.
The
and
easy
just
home
putting
run.
it in there and
Yeah.
it being like, hey, check out us. We're all fun.
And the other two movies weren't like this, or weren't like the 80s pop. Like, it's always been
Right. It's always had this kind of tone.
Dramatic
It's
and
very
heavy.
serious, and it's weird because you're talking about a movie where apes take over the world. But it's a very serious movie, and they do it really well.
Yeah.
So I'm always excited to see what's going to come when these movies come out, right?
Seriously, like Woody is set up as a leader that's like, yo, man, we're gonna fight, or the human race is just basically done. And
Yeah.
they even have like some buddy.
Yeah,
apes
that's
there,
one
too?
thing I'm trying to figure out as well. Is they
Traitor.
have apes helping the humans. So I don't know. Do you think they're like enslaving them and forcing them to do that?
It
Do you
could
think
be.
there are apes out there who are like maybe the humans are the ones that are going to come out the winner and they want to bet on the winner? Because in real life that would happen.
I don't know. I mean, you can tell that they're speaking English a lot better in this movie than the last
Yeah.
two. But I don't know how many of them can actually speak English. I'm wondering if that gorilla or whatever apes went through, if they're able to communicate, or they were somehow blackmailed versus like partnering.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, that's where I think they're actually. I have a feeling that they're probably going to be like, slavish. You know, like they captured them and they're going to use them as slaves. So, well, dudes, let's go ahead. Let's finish out the rest of this trailer, shall we?
Let's do it.
Let's boom, boom.
See him shudder?
No mercy. No peace.
Dude, the CGI is just on point, man.
Do you remember Sid from Toy Story 1?
Yeah,
Together.
that was so.
We've come a long way.
You are impressive. Smart as hell.
I have good feelings about this.
You're stronger than we are. But you're
Although
taking this all
I would say that I'm
much
pretty
too
hopeful for
personally.
most movies that come out
Yeah.
that they're going to be good.
Trailers aren't saying much. I mean, the last trailer that I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take a step back with Wonder Woman.
I did not start this war.
Movie was really good.
But these guys have a track record.
Yeah, for sure.
But I will finish it.
It's kind of awesome. It's interesting too that Caesar's kind of grayed in the face.
He is.
Like his fur has gotten gray.
It
Hair?
reminds me a
Fur?
little bit
Hair?
of like fair.
Fair.
But it kind of reminds me. I don't know if you watched the glorious Tim Burton ones,
No, I have
but,
not seen that one.
but you've seen You've
That
seen
one with
some
Mark
of the generals,
Wahlberg?
right? Yeah. You've seen that? Wait, am I the original? I think the one with the Mark Wahlberg. I'm talking about the bad ones, of course.
Yeah.
But some of the generals, they had like their beard, where it's like white here,
yeah.
and that's like kind of sort of the first times we get to see
Well,
it there.
yeah,
He
I
looks
think
super cool.
these movies are kind of cool. They feel so separate from actually being a part of the Planet of the Apes franchise.
Right.
Like they feel like their own entity, but they are doing a lot of homages to the old movies, which I think is kind of fun, and especially for people who are fans of this franchise, they put in these, these little Easter eggs, like the horses going down on the beach, and the symbol that they use on the on the flag is from a different Planet of the Apes movie, Beneath the Planet of the Apes.
Oh,
that is the logo on the nuclear warhead that they worship.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a lot of random fun stuff, I think it makes it a lot more fun for the fans too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's just looking awesome.
yeah, I have a really good feeling about it, especially with the track record of the past two movies. Rise, I was an okay fan. I wasn't really bought into it yet, but Dawn was awesome. We'll talk about that later for sure, more in depth. But yeah, War of the Planet of the Apes. Excited. July
Super
14th.
excited. Yep.
All right, you want to hear some trivia about this?
Bring it to me, man.
Let's hit it. So, first up, this is a long one, by the way. You ready? There's a quote in here.
All right, let me take a drink first.
No, let me take a drink first. Weird, awkward silence.
Yeah.
All right,
They're
let's go
gulping.
ahead. Speaking with MTV, Andy Serkis was asked about the setting for the upcoming third film and revealed that the third film may not be the conclusion to the franchise.
Hey.
It's interesting. He stated it's very, very early in where we choose to drop anchor in the next film. It could be 5 years after the event. It could be the night after the events of where we left Dawn. So it's very difficult to know and where the story is going and blah blah blah. You get what the gist is. I'm not gonna read the whole thing there. It's a lot. It's a lot of text to read. But what did you think about that?
That's really exciting.
Right?
Wait, did you say Serkis said that or someone else?
Andy
said
Serkis said that.
That? Yeah, that's extra exciting.
Yeah.
I want to see
Seriously.
more of him, just in so much as Apes, which he could be stereotyped.
Well, we were
as
talking
being
about it too. We were talking about it earlier before the show. He's trying to do directing now too,
oh yeah, I heard he
with
has
the
2
Jungle
movies
Book
on
movie,
his-
which
it's a steep slope.
yeah, unfortunately Disney really knocked it out of the park with their live action version. That I think it's gonna be kind of hard. I don't think he's gonna do like the same thing as the Disney. I think he's gonna do his own interpretation of the Jungle Book, which I would assume he's going to. But which would be kind of interesting. But that's so difficult. Like they just came out with that movie a couple years ago,
Yeah,
or last year actually.
15 or 16?
16, I
I could
think.
have sworn it was 15.
Whatever.
Same thing.
Same
blur.
difference.
It's a blur. I had a beer
Well, you had a beer and a
quarter or
seventh.
something.
All right, next up. Here we go. My last point that I want to bring up. In the first film, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Caesar could only utter a few words. And most importantly, like you saw at the very end, spoilers if you haven't seen it, he says no, right? And it's like this big climactic, oh shit, they have intelligence and they can talk. In the second film, as we saw, his vocabulary was greatly increased and able to speak in nearly full sentences, right? Mm-hmm. And with some syntax and grammar and everything like that, but still had a very rough tone to it. It was choppy, like he couldn't actually do it. In this film, he is going to be able to speak nearly identical to humans.
Yeah.
And indicating how he grew into personhood, I guess you can say.
That's really cool how they are putting that into I don't know. I mean, they could just have him only grunt some words throughout all 3 movies,
Yeah.
but if you watch them all 3 in a row, you might be able to see the evolution, which is pretty sick.
It's pretty awesome, and I mean, I can't say anything better about these movies. I mean, they have their flaws, which we'll be talking about for Dawn a little bit later here in the show. But
definitely hard to shit on.
Yeah, it's definitely they make some solid movies here. Well, anyway, Deej, I think we can go ahead and stop it right here. That is the end of our first break. Now, you guys are going to be checking out a little promo that we came up with, right?
Yep.
It'd be awesome.
It's going to debut
Tell 'em about it a
this
little bit.
episode. Well, this is just a promotional to see our show and our upcoming shows too. Right now we have our CJ and DJ's movie Power Hour, CJ and DJ's movie reviews, and a nice little animations.
We had a little fun with it. But this is going to be your guys' debut to it, and then it will also be posted on YouTube with it as well, just as it's standalone because it's so awesome.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, we had a lot of fun with it, and I'm really excited. So here you guys go. The new promo for Movie Brewhouse Productions. Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is CJ.
My name is DJ.
And we are Movie Brewhouse Productions. Home of CJ and DJ's movie reviews, your guide to movie reviews, and what beer pairs best with them. We're kind of like your beer and movie sommeliers.
Now, CJ, are we only going to be reviewing new movies?
Psst, huh? DJ, we're going to be reviewing new movies, old movies, and everything in between.
Sounds good to me.
And don't forget, DJ, we got our flagship show, CJ and DJ's Movie Power Hour, your one-stop shop for all things movies while drinking a power hour.
That's right. We talk about movie trailers, movie reviews, some fun movie topics, and we wrap it up with a nice, wholesome game at the end.
So be sure to check out our YouTube channel, Movie Brewhouse Productions.
You can follow us on our social media pages in the links below.
All of that will keep you up to date on our shows and more to come.
I can drink to that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Whew. Until next time, movie brewers, crack open a cold one and watch a movie. All right, you guys just saw it there. That's the world debut of our new promo for Movie Brewhouse Productions.
Share if you liked it.
Yes,
and if you
of
didn't
course.
like it, share it twice as much.
We'll have the link in the description for just the video itself. And please share it, like it, do everything for it so that way we can get out some great more videos for you guys.
Yep.
Right? Anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to be talking about Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. We're going to be reviewing it. Before we get into it, though, DJ, I think you made us a poster, right?
I think so, but before we start, let's start the clock.
Go. Do it.
Right here, right here. Bam!
Boom!
Whew!
All right.
Whew.
DJ, go ahead and give them the rundown of Dawn of the Planet of the Apes poster that you made.
All right, everybody. This week's poster that I designed is of Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and if you guys seen my other ones, you should go check them out. Sometimes I like to do Well, quick question: is parody always humorous? Or no?
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay, well,
But just a different take.
yeah. So sometimes I try to
How
give
you
a
can
design.
interpret it.
Yeah. So loosely, let's just call this a parody. Sometimes I like to take the essence of a movie and disguise it as another recognizable franchise, like I did the Lego movie with Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
So this one I went with The Walking Dead. What we're going to be talking about is how the humans and the apes are kind of afraid of each other.
Right.
And so that makes them dangerous to each other also, based on bad decisions. And I don't know if you guys keep up with Walking Dead. I personally used to love that show.
I don't keep up with it
I don't
anymore.
keep up with it anymore either. But they shifted away from being afraid of the zombies to being afraid of other groups of like humans
other.
and stuff like that. And like, oh, is this person dangerous? Can we trust them? And that is a lot like how the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes was.
Right.
This was a sort of could have been a Mexican standoff. It's like, these guys are dangerous. Oh man, these guys have a lot of weapons. Like, are we gonna stand back? And that's when the plot thickens, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's why I went with this route. We have Caesar in that super iconic riding the horse scene. Like that shot. He does it a lot.
Right.
With just an army of his apes. And I know it's meant to look a little more intimidating and threatening, even though they're the good guys. But there you go. I just thought that was pretty cool in their forest. And I just wanted to look like Walking Dead because it does have the same element where it is groups of people against each other because they're scared. And I think that's about it.
Yeah. I see down at the very bottom you got the humans, right?
I did.
They're very faintly in there now. I feel like I'm seeing Rick Grimes over in the corner.
No, actually, that is that character, but he does have hair like Rick
He
Grimes.
does kind of look like him, Jason Clarke.
I'm not going to say that putting them there was an afterthought, but I do want to let you know that their interest was very insignificant.
Yeah, for sure.
The planet is about the apes.
They weren't as interesting, and we'll be talking about that a little bit more.
Yeah.
But yeah, they weren't as interesting. But I mean, this is about the apes, so what do you expect? All right. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna give you just a brief summary of the movie, real quick. Oh, I forgot to mention this is a spoiler review, so sorry. Go ahead and skip this part if you haven't seen Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. It has been 3 years though. So I would imagine that you probably have seen it. Especially if you watch our show, you know that we do spoiler reviews on the Power Hour, so you probably should be used to it by now. Anyways, I'll give you a brief plot summary, and we'll talk more about the plot and everything like that while we're discussing in our review. But here we go.
Here we go.
This movie takes place 10 years after the first movie. Humanity is on the brink of extinction, wiped out by the simian flu. 90% of the population is now gone. Caesar and his colony, colony of apes, are maintaining their peaceful lives until one day a group of humans, seemingly immune to the simian flu virus, stumble upon it. Now, this causes friction. They develop a small but fragile peace.
No, you're doing great, man. I'm not trying to...
peace between these two societies. However, both are afraid of what each other is capable of. And this leads into the brink of war to determine who will be Earth's dominant species. Bam!
Damn!
How did you like that?
I like that one a
decided
lot.
to put a little bit more flavor in it
Yeah, dude.
than normal.
I definitely put a dent at the bottom of this table. Yeah,
So, Deej, let's go ahead and get into it. Give me your thoughts, opinions, everything like that, and then we'll give a final rating for it and all that good stuff. Go for it.
Well, where can I start? The characters we have Caesar and Malcolm are the two main characters, the leading of the apes, leading of the humans. Even though on my poster I put Gary Oldman as the leader because he's the leader of the humans, Caesar's the leader of the apes, Walking Dead, whatever. Anyway, so Malcolm is the guy who comes in for the humans saying, hey, we need some help. We need to go and work on this dam. Please let us in. And that's why he's one of the main characters. So Caesar is our leader, and even though he's a leader of his species, he is still very relatable because he has to do a bunch of make a tough decisions.
Well, and he's really the most compassionate one in the apes. Just because he grew up with James Franco's character in Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Right.
So he knows the nice side of humans. Yeah. Rather than Koba, who comes in later. Well, not later. He's in the whole movie. But he's, saw the bad side, and that's why he's missing an eye, and he's got all these scars on his body and face, and it's because he saw the bad side. So
Right.
Go ahead.
I was gonna bring up Koba in just a second. No, forget. Let's say it right now. Koba actually took me as the most conflicted character because he did only see the bad guys.
Yeah.
He's all, listen, Caesar, you saved me. I'll do anything for you. But at the same time, how he feels to save his species is get rid of the humans, start this revolution. And Caesar, the one he respects the most, is the one standing in his way. So he's the one. He makes the worst decisions, but a lot
of his motivation is built on. Well, actually, he uses fear more of a vehicle than rather his motive. His motive is really he doesn't like the humans. Yeah, but he uses fear to kind of implicate more into the apes and be like, hey, we don't know what they're gonna do. Yeah, right. I was a little hesitant going into this movie actually, Initially, I saw Rise back in theaters when it came out. I was an okay fan of it. I wasn't really too dived into it. I know a lot of people really like that movie, and it's a good origin story, I guess. For a superhero. No, it's a good origin of where it all started, why the humans started getting knocked out or killed off, right, and how the apes kind of come into power. But I just wasn't really bought into it. I kind of reserved those thoughts, and I was like, all right, I'm going to watch this movie. War looks pretty good. I'm going to watch Dawn, and I only saw it just a couple weeks ago for this show. Yeah. I really liked this movie. Yeah. It was in my opinion, a huge improvement over the first one.
I agree. The first one, you had a lot of human main characters besides, and then Caesar was the only ape one. You do have some human main characters in this one, but there was a lot of personality, a lot of character development based on the apes, which is... honestly, what they should have done the whole movie.
Exactly.
They needed to have the human element, but they did. You were interested.
But you're rooting for the apes the whole time,
and that's a very good job because they're not They're people acting as. It's a hard thing to do.
Right. They're just not human, but they do have a lot of humanity.
Right.
So that's how they become relatable.
So those are my favorite three. Malcolm, Caesar, and Koba really sealed it. It's like the main characters really drove it very, very well. The storytelling was very smooth, in my opinion. I thought it was pretty smooth.
Yeah.
And the pacing was pretty good. Did you have anything on the characters and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I thought all the characters were really strong. You can make a case for Malcolm, was it?
Yeah.
Then he was just kind of okay in there.
He was okay, but I mean, he's like, I only want peace, Caesar. Please let us in. I'll even heal your wife.
Yeah. I mean, let's put it this way. Andy Serkis knocked it out of the park again.
Yes.
Like he was amazing, and probably the best part, and he was the one that carried that movie.
For sure.
For sure. I mean, that's number one. And then Kobo was really well done, I thought. Shouts out to Toby Kebbell because that character is unlikable and you hate him, but
that's because he did a good job.
Yeah, let me rephrase that. You hate his character, but he's not unlikable. Like, it's not like how you run into some characters in some movies where you're like, why the F are they why are you even in this movie?
You sort of had the same thing with one of the other humans who. Yeah. One of my flaws was it was like kind of a plot device thing. It's like the humans need to work on this dam, and the only one who knows how to work on the dam is the one who's like the most uneasy.
That was convenient.
Yeah.
You know?
So him and Kobo were the ones that like reacted the most brash in this movie. Like, oh, seriously, they're at it again.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it made the plot, it progressed it smoothly, even though it was forced on that part.
Yeah, so I want to talk about the plot a little bit here.
Go for it.
I thought the storytelling was really good. Mm-hmm. I did feel like the movie was about 10 minutes too long.
All right.
It had me really locked in the beginning, and I was stuck. You saw me. I was like into this movie when it was starting, and I was like, holy shit. Like I'm watching this. But you kind of get to about an hour and 20 minutes, maybe somewhere around in there. It just feels like the pacing kind of lost me a little bit. And then picks back up at the end.
Do you remember a scene where it kind of lost you? Because when he got shot and then he was in the James Franco home, that kind of
that was a little too long, I think. Especially since we already understand Caesar's compassion
relationship,
with the humans. That I think it was weird that he was driven home even further with that scene.
Yeah.
It's one thing that they brought him there to be able to, patch up his bullet wound that he got.
Yeah.
But it was another to have to go back up to the attic and him check out the home video. And, I'm surprised that video camera was even working without any power.
Yes,
the whole problem was that the humans didn't have power for, and they needed the dam. Well, actually, they did have power, though. They mentioned
they got it at that point.
No, they had mentioned it beforehand. They said we have about 2 weeks left of power, and we need this dam to be able to get to function further.
Really quick, they've been doing that a lot. In this movie, I'm like, wait a second, how about that? And then they immediately they justify, like, oh, all right, you know what? That makes sense. I guess I'll step off that one.
But yeah, I think they did a really good job of you feeling for both sides.
Yeah.
Because, the humans were less interesting, but I didn't think that they were just uninteresting completely.
They weren't shittily done at all.
Yeah. So I think that was pretty solid. I thought the story was solid. There's a couple plot holes that we'll talk about here actually right now.
Yeah, I have two I was going to mention in chronological order.
I think we were talking about it before. Me and you kind of have both the same opinion.
Yeah,
when it comes to
it's a small pond to fish with,
Yeah.
So,
but give me one of yours right now.
It's a very small one. You and I had one about Gary,
right?
But this
Gary
one
Oldman.
about like Koba, he took over. You and I are going to build on it a little bit more, but it's just like regardless of how quickly you shift to follow Koba, even though it's like a lot of life, it's like he just threw an ape off a balcony.
Yeah.
It's like no one's all like, wait, hold up, wait a second.
Yeah.
No
one flinched or bat an eye or anything.
Regardless of him being stronger than you, two of you can kick his ass. So that's one of mine. What about yours?
Well, yeah, and I mean, we talked about. We'll just talk about it right now. Gary Oldman. It was basically just a plot device to kind of push things forward with his suicidal act. I'm doing this for humanity. That was canned.
After yeah, seriously. After I was after I watched War, I kind of thought his character could have been something like Woody Harrelson's, but no, they shut that shit down fast.
So that was my problem with that. The other problem that I had with it, and I started escalating when I realized this whole thing, this problem that I found. Because remember, we were sitting here, and I was like, I'm really having trouble trying to find bad things, and then we were going back and forth, and
You're
I'm
like, thank God.
all right, I found it, and I remember this part now. Okay. Koba wants to get rid of the humans. That's essentially what he wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to do that, he needed to get rid of Caesar.
Right.
Caesar needed to be out of the way. So he comes up with this whole plan and shoots Caesar. Spoilers, again. To try to get everybody, and he uses him as a martyr. Basically to be like, look what the humans
Good word,
did.
man. Good word.
Look what the humans did. Mm-hmm. They shot our leader, and now we need to make them go pay. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know about you, Deej. I'm not a religious man. But if I saw somebody come back from the dead, kind of like,
Oh, shit.
No. I'm just saying, like, you see somebody come back from the dead, and you're using him as a martyr, everybody would be like, hold up, Koba. We're not following you anymore. We're going to go back with this guy because this is the whole reason why we were doing this war was because of that guy.
Yeah.
So I think hold your horses there, man.
Yeah.
So I think that was one thing that kind of stuck out to me, and I'm sure somebody can come at me and give me a valid reason for why they would have stayed with Koba, But in my opinion, if you're using him as a martyr.
I even tried to give you some valid reasons, and you guys shut me down. That's true.
But, if you use him as a martyr, and he comes back, and he's like, hey, this asshole shot me.
Yeah. It's like, what can you really say? I mean, if you have something really convincing, let us know. Just comment it. I see.
We'll talk about it with you, trust me.
Yeah.
We will.
Real
quick, I want to touch on the cinematography. Cinematically.
Yeah.
This was really well shot.
Yeah.
Really good scenic shots. CGI was great, like we keep talking about. I really think that if you are looking to make a movie and need to know how to shoot it, this would be a good movie to use. Because I think it was really well done. And besides, the couple minor plot holes that we found.
Yeah.
Like, this is how movies should be made.
We spent a lot of time on it because we kind of needed to. We have a show to run here. But, yeah, I agree. That was actually what I was going to point out. I have 3 of my favorite scenes I listed. This is more of what you guys should look out for. It's not a top 3. This is just the scenes I picked out.
Memorable ones.
One is their first meeting with the humans. They come out with all their apes and their horses, and it's like, yo, we need to make a statement. We need to look tough. It's because we've all been oppressed and like enslaved by all these people. We need to tell them, like, yo, we're the dominant ones. But in reality, you even see the back end. They're all kind of scared of what the humans can do.
Yeah, no, I think that was a good way of establishing the relationship between the two groups right away.
And it looks super sick. The second one, it wasn't that much of a grand scene thing, but when Koba, because there was a scene with the shooters like 3 different times. The second time is when he interacted with them because they were like,
oh, that was another thing that pissed me off too.
Why?
Was that whole sequence?
Why? When he's like,
okay, it's not necessarily like, I hated that scene. I hated the humans in that scene.
Oh yeah,
they were fucking idiots.
They were.
Are you kidding me? Like, I'm sorry, dude, but if I saw an ape come at me like that,
I'd shoot
especially when you know the situation, which they did, they knew the situation, I'm not gonna, let's have him around. Give him smell call.
Yeah, get like, that's what he's gonna do.
What are you doing, you idiot?
They're
you dickhole.
The rednecks, they're the yee-haw kind of stereotype. That's really not going to give a lot of Southern people like a good face after that scene. But
so that was
did
my problem with that scene.
That was your problem with it. But I, based on that being a reality, being taken seriously, Koba playing with him was really smart. I'm like, dude, that's really cool. You see a monkey on him.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get past that one. My favorite scene had to have been, it was a lot of the cinematography. It was the beginning of the battle when they're back on their horses and they're like, we're gonna tear shit up now. Like shooting
and
guns.
they had that not standoff, but they were kind of coming in.
Yeah.
And I remember Koba took over that tank. Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh yeah, the camera was on it as it was moving.
Yeah, as it was circling around. I thought that was pretty cool.
Well, yeah, one of the coolest sequences. Well, when you watch it, or if you just watch out for that scene. That's a super sick scene. There's a lot of badassery. Kind of like I was gonna say like dueling lightsabers on a volcano, which is supposed to be Star Wars. So it's like the thought of it's cool. The actual wasn't that cool. This one's actually that cool.
Yeah.
So, all right, that was the end of my scenes.
All right, so I think those are all great quality scenes. I didn't know we were choosing scenes, so.
Oh, sorry about that. If you wanted to point anything else out, I was just emptying out my load.
I'm just kidding. Let's go ahead. I want to know. We have a new rating system, by the way, guys. We're going to be debuting it this very episode. Now, we used to do how many beers it took to enjoy this movie, and we're doing something similar to that as well. But I think it's we're doing it more of a enjoyment level. Like, how did we enjoy this movie?
I think it's also a fair rating, too.
Yeah. I think it's a very fair rating.
You don't need to put anything
But
to
this
a point
new system that we're going to be doing, you'll hear this first one maybe sometime on our Facebook or Twitter. Will actually let you guys know what all the different ratings are. But for this one, we're just going to go with
a nice chart.
Our first debut of a rating. So me and you had the same one.
Yeah, we did.
I want you to go ahead and say it right now. Go.
All right, well, let me do the quick breakdown. So, pacing, story, action, drama, everything was very, very well done. Everything was really tense also. So, it was really great, even though I kind of feel like it wasn't. It was kind of it could have been balanced out with a little more comic relief, but that didn't bother me. So with that and the few plots or the
couple of the
issues that we had,
yeah, the issues with the plot,
I'm still gonna give it
give it to them. Drum roll.
1 beer buzz.
Yeah, there we go. That is our new rating. So a 1 beer buzz is we really liked it.
Yeah.
You only need 1 beer to enjoy this movie.
Yeah, seriously, you'll ignore all the flaws. Just get that little buzz in. It's the best movie ever.
Yeah, you'll ignore those couple minor plot problems that we ran into. And 1 beer buzz is what we're going with today.
Yep.
That is your rating?
That's my rating.
That is our thoughts on this movie.
How about you, man?
No, I just said that's all? I had the same thing as well.
A breakdown? Yeah, that's it, man.
You know what?
You don't need to get the blacked out drunk thing.
Overall, the movie is pretty spectacular, and it is. I really enjoyed this movie, even though I had a couple problems with the plot and everything like that. I did enjoy this movie overall, and I think it did a very good job of keeping you in the movie.
Yeah.
Of course, like I told you, it's about maybe 10 minutes long, too long. But between all the solid story and great characters, and it's so well shot.
Yeah.
Like I said, 1 beer buzz.
It's really hard not to overlook, all those issues. All right,
let's get into some trivia here real quick. We'll go through them. We'll run through them. On an estimated $170 million budget, it had an opening weekend. $70 million. Yeah, it had an opening weekend of $72 million.
What?
It domestically garnered $208 million. And worldwide was $708 million. So they will be making a sequel to that, and they did. That was War.
They could probably afford dinner,
Next up, the orangutan that's featured prominently in this film is named Maurice. I don't know if you remember that.
He was featured most prominently, you said?
That was featured prominently.
Oh, okay.
Just meaning like he was a character. He was like one of the main characters.
Maurice is a great name.
This is a reference to Maurice Evans, who portrayed the orangutan Dr. Zaius in Planet of the Apes, the original, back in 1968, and Beneath the Planet of the Apes, 1970.
Not bad, my friend.
Next up, the book that Alexander, the kid that was in that movie, shares with Maurice is called Black Hole, and it's by Charles Burns. The story is a fantasy allegory about sexually transmitted diseases among American teenagers that turns them into outcasts. The book had a number of similarities to the Apes narrative, namely the theme of the outcast living in the woods, segregated from everybody else.
All right.
Lastly, we got here, after the credits, there's an audio cue of Apes, spoilers, by the way, digging through and removing the rubble and concrete. Then Koba's distinctive breathing is heard.
That's really funny.
Meaning that he's going to be in the next one.
He does, yeah. He better be.
So
can't wait.
Anyways, there you go. That is our trivia. That's our review of Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Let us know what you think.
Let us know what you
comment,
think.
message, whatever.
Everything.
DM.
Tell us if we're wrong. Tell us if we're right.
And we'll prove you
take
that we
anything.
are right.
We'll take anything at this point. No.
Come drink with us.
All right, guys. I think it's about time for our next segment here. And we're, in the spirit of trilogies, which is essentially what Planet of the Apes is, regardless of whatever that quote that we read earlier maybe, we got into a conversation about what your favorite trilogies are. Not necessarily the best, but favorites. So, DJ, I'm going to let you go ahead and take the first one here. So just say one, and then I'll say my one.
All right. So I don't know if you guys, you longtime viewers, you know that I do one of these every episode, but I'm pretty sure I didn't do a reference last episode. So I'm going to get that reference out of the way. Let's say my third favorite is Star Wars. It's my first favorite. Don't be stupid. It's my first favorite. But you guys knew that was going to be my number one. So Star Wars, the original trilogy, in my opinion, is a gosh darn masterpiece.
It's one of the best.
It's the best.
So Return of the Jedi is okay, but
and I'm gonna put these in the order. I'm gonna put this in the order of
I know that's your favorite movie too.
Which is weird. The least popular. There we go.
It's the least liked one of the three.
My favorite is Attack of the Clones, stupid. Anyway, so my second favorite, you know what? I'm not going to surprise you guys yet. Let's just put the Back to the Future trilogy.
Okay.
These movies are pretty
solid.
Awesome.
I like 2 a lot.
Yeah.
I think 3 is a rehash.
It is a bit of a wait. What do you mean rehash?
Well, they do the same things. I mean that's a common thing in the Back to the Future franchise. Anyway,
that was my favorite thing about Spielberg.
But yeah, I mean, it felt too much of the same in the third one.
It did.
Whereas in the second one, it was only about half the movie that they did the same, and then the other half
Easter eggs in
your
basket. Yeah, I get that. I just thought it was so fun to have. Oh man. After a good buzz, saying the word fun reminds me of a movie debate club that we did. Anyway, so my third favorite is a little surprising.
What do you got?
It is the Sam Raimi. Does he say his name right?
Yeah, you said
Spider-Man trilogy. Right. So thanks, bro. Yes, the third one wasn't that great. When I first saw it,
it was terrible.
When I saw it,
you're telling me
I'm like, oh, so it's kind of cool. They even referenced that movie.
That's because DJ's favorite character is emo Tobey Maguire.
All right, that was the one I kind of skipped over
on the streets.
I'm like, wait a second. I was with my girlfriend at the time. I was trying to be very positive.
I bet you loved Eric from that '70s show as Venom and that.
You know what? I get offended when people play poorly. No, you didn't. When people play poorly a sacred character like Batman, the animated series.
Yeah.
I didn't know I liked Venom that much until Tobey Maguire played it, and I was so offended. Like, gosh darn. And then anyway, so that one wasn't that bad, but gosh darn. God damn. The first two I really, really liked.
The first two were really good, especially since the first one was probably my introduction into comic book movies in general. Like, I wasn't a big X-Men fan. Mm-hmm. As you guys may have remembered. We did that on a previous episode. But, yeah, the first Spider-Man was the one I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
They did it really well. And the score,
second one was really good, too.
Like the theme song, I actually liked the second one a lot. I was surprised. I remember getting super
That's
pumped
a lot
up.
of people's favorite one.
No shit?
The second one.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the score. But yeah,
no,
the same. Of course, I'm like a lot of people. But no, so that's why that ranks in one of my favorites. Just because I really, really, really enjoyed it, even though the third one wasn't amazing. And yeah, I feel like the biggest flaw was the dance. Otherwise, I still had somewhat fun.
No, there's a lot of other.
All right, so let's say 2/3 great. That's mine. How about yours?
My favorite trilogies. Now, guys, I just want to reiterate: these are our favorite trilogies, not the best ones.
Correct.
You know, I think there's a real difference in that because, for me, like some of my favorite movies are guilty pleasure movies. Like they're like almost funny bad. Mm-hmm. You know, like they're trying so hard. But the movie's just terrible, right? You know, so I mean, just know that we're not talking about the best trilogies because we would obviously be talking about The Godfather right now.
Yeah,
right?
Obviously.
Even though number 3 wasn't as good as the first two, but it still was.
It outweighs it more than the Spider-Man's outweighs it.
Still got the awards and the Oscars, like, you know. But those are long movies, and those are hard to watch sometimes. Like, you gotta block out 3 hours for one movie. Like, that's not as easy for people. But
The Godfather makes it a little easier.
I'm just saying, it is an expert movie, but it is difficult. And yeah, it is one of my favorite movies. But I'm more or less talking about trilogies that I can just pick up and watch.
All right.
Right?
Go for it.
The Dark Knight trilogy is my number one, for sure. Batman Begins, best origin story of Batman.
By far, honestly.
Dark Knight is in my top 5 favorite movies.
Yeah.
The third one,
in top 3.
The third one, I actually really liked, and I know that there's problems, and I pick them out all the time when I'm watching that movie, especially at the end. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, wait. So, is he? That's not dead, right? No.
But I actually thought there was some charm to it, and I liked it, and I don't think it was the best movie ever, but I liked it.
It certainly wasn't the worst.
Now, this is going to be obvious for you guys with my next one. Toy Story trilogy.
Oh,
come on.
Yeah.
Come on. One of the best trilogies out there. And that is actually best trilogies.
Yeah, and the thing is about our age group, we were born
we're in our mid-20s.
early 90s. Yeah, we were born in the early 90s, so
at the beginning of the 90s.
Yeah, so we were sort of along the same lines of Andy's age in terms of like playing with our toys. I don't know if you ever wanted to bring your toys to college, but
not really.
Me neither. But it got a piece of my heart.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, no, dude, these movies are so well done. It's probably one of the few franchises that got better with each movie.
Oh, good point.
Toy Story 2 was awesome.
Yeah, it was super good. Underrated.
I mean, I consider it probably the best out of the trilogy. Number 3 was great.
Fair. It was
so great in that scene where they're going into the incinerator. And
I've never really watered my eyes, and I've watched like a movie where this guy almost died. Anyway, but cool. I blanked.
All right. But yeah. And then the first Toy Story is like, it is iconic. It is the start of the Pixar,
Yeah, that's what put it on the map.
There's just something so special about the first one. And yeah. So anyways,
wait, really quick on that trilogy. Mm-hmm. The only thing that bothered me about Toy Story 3 is how the end, they did the "You got a friend in me," but with Buzz Lightyear being Latin. I'm like, what the hell is going on? That's the only thing. All right, what's your first?
All right. Well, no, I'm not going in any particular order right now.
Right,
Dark Knight's probably my favorite.
Last?
Actually, I probably am going in order of my favorite to my not as favorite.
I did reverse.
Anyways, last but not least, guilty pleasure movie. Ready? Movies. Blade.
Yeah.
The Blade trilogy. I love Blade. I love Blade, Blade 2, and there's something so hilariously bad about Blade 3 that keeps me gripped in.
Is it that Deadpool is miscast? Is that what kept you in?
No. The funny part is that Wesley Snipes is only in half of that movie. Guess what? You're looking at a body double the other half.
No way.
Yes.
Really?
And it's so hilariously awesome. And I've watched interviews with the actors and stuff like that. And Patton Oswalt was saying that Wesley Snipes was so into his Blade character, he stayed as that character throughout filming and would leave notes, post-it notes to people and say Blade, it would say whatever on the post-it note and then said from Blade on it. It was so hilariously good.
What did Patton Oswalt do for that movie? Was he a writer or something?
No, he was in the movie. You probably haven't seen Blade 3.
I have, but it was a while.
He's in the movie. He's part of the underground.
Vaguely remember.
He's part of the underground vampire.
That's pretty funny.
Hunting group that they have.
Cheers to that one.
And
Ryan Reynolds, two babes.
But dude, I love that trilogy so much. And honestly, Blade 1 is probably one of the best comic book movies that started the comic book revolution for for all these other movies to come out.
I think that's
Kevin Feige actually says that Blade was one of the reasons that comic book movies were able to be so successful was because of Blade.
I'd agree. I mean, a lot of people liked Spider-Man. And I think that it did like pave the way a little bit. It was really good. Like even if you like the first one better than the second one or whatever, those two were extremely good movies. And then Catwoman, Daredevil, Spider-Man 3, they kind of killed it for a little while, and then Iron Man came in. But I'd fully agree that Blade. I'd probably put Spider-Man 1 in that category too.
Yeah,
that was a. I'm glad to be alive.
Anyways, I got an honorable mention that I didn't tell you I was going to be doing.
Okay.
My other honorable mention, which is also guilty pleasure, but they are actually kind of good movies. The Evil Dead trilogy. Okay. Evil Dead 1 was awesome and it's scary. Evil Dead 2, yeah, it's a little bit of a rehash of Evil Dead 1. But Evil Dead 3, they said, F the rules. And they went nuts with it. And I love it.
You know what? How about this? I haven't seen any of those movies. And then let's do it. Let's do it. Maybe a movie review on it.
Real quick, we're limited on time here.
I know we got the next one. Tell me.
What you want me to go first?
No. Tell me the rules, drink, and then you can tell me yours.
The rules? Okay, so we did want to do actually one of the worst trilogies that have been out there.
I got mine.
Obviously, that there's a good movie in one of these trilogies, and that's why they got the trilogies, because they made enough money to be able to go. But this is kind of like a why did you do that?
Yep.
Scenario. So go, DJ. You first.
Iron Man
trilogy. Number 1 was really great. Number 2 was really bad.
It certainly was. If we did a power hour. Or if I would be able to give it a rating, it'd probably get a near perfect score. And I loved it so much. But the second one, it really cut itself down a peg. And the third one was pretty good, but not necessary. I kind of feel like it was like, what are you doing here? That doesn't mean Iron Man or the trilogies were that terrible. It just made it so unnecessary. I'm like, keep it just as Iron Man 1.
Yeah, I heard Iron Man. I haven't seen Iron Man 3. I know everybody's going to kill me right now. I haven't seen Iron Man 3. I thought it was, from what I've heard, people said it was okay.
It was okay.
It was better. It was a Shane Black movie.
From bad to okay, it's just like, dude, throw away that
Especially when
trilogy.
you started at great, like awesomely great for the first one.
Yeah.
And then you just go to really bad for the second one, and then the third one's just like, meh.
This one, it's like the exact opposite of Spider-Man, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man. So that's why I put this as my least favorite in recent memory trilogy.
All right, DJ, got you beat. The worst, one of the worst trilogies, and it just makes me frustrated and mad.
Okay,
is the Hangover trilogy.
Oh, you got me beat.
Because number 1 was something great, spectacular, and I remember laughing so much during that movie.
I laughed my dick off.
Second movie was this first movie. That was it.
Yeah.
With a tranny.
In Thailand.
With a tranny.
Yep. With the tranny.
The third one.
You came in me and I came in you. Is that the line?
Yeah. Sorry. Which is fine. I mean, it's okay, but I'm just saying, like, they used her as a funny joke, which is offensive on many levels. Yeah. Then the third one was just not that funny. Like they tried to do something different, which is good on them because they shouldn't just do the same thing every single time.
Right.
But at the same rate, it was just not that funny, and you're just like, why are we even doing this anymore, guys? Yeah. Come on.
You know the worst part about that trilogy is, by the time the third one came out, tickets were probably like $15.
Yeah.
So that made it extra bad.
All right, so we're gonna waste these next 40 seconds here. Yeah, we're running a little behind on time. Yeah,
we are a little behind.
Well, we got to take. Yeah, we need to be able to take that one. So you're supposed to be drinking that one.
Gross.
Enjoy your backwash beer.
It's warm.
We're coming up on the pre-break rap with the Mattman 100. Mattman pre-records his raps now because that was going to be the deal, even though he happened to be here today, but he pre-recorded it. We got a nice picture of Batman that we're going to be using for it. And like I said, that's going to be awesome. Let's go ahead and pause right there. Let me catch up real quick.
Oh, cheers, my man.
All right, let's cheers to this.
This one's our first pre-recorded rap, right?
Yep, first pre-recorded rap with the Mattman 100.
A little bit of production value in them now since I get to think about them and record them. And that picture was at a bowling alley, so I'm looking sexy AF.
So anyways, guys, we're getting ready for the pee break rap with the no Matt Man 100.
Never do that again. Ever.
Yeah.
All right, should we play this thing?
Let's just do it.
One Hondo's up in this bitch. Yeah. I was with your mom last night. We didn't fornicate, though. We talked. One Hondo's on this beat. I'm looking at your mom. She kind of is like a beast, like Planet of the Apes. Yeah. She a beast. Then we're rising, and then we're dawning. I don't really understand because making sense is the wrong. And I got the sun, and the sun it's coming up. But how does it rise first? Because the dawn is like, what the f? And I don't even know what's going on. I'm in LA. I'm from the Yay. No, I'm not. That's a lie. That's fake news. That's fake news. That's every day. I'm not Donald Trump. Nay. If we're going to war, then we would want to attack before dawn. Because if we wait, we're going to get our dicks chopped off by King Kong. I'm like, yeah. It doesn't make sense, these names. Whoever came up with this is lame. I don't care. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of everything because I got with your sister. And I'm not her mister. She's saying that it's my baby doe, but I didn't even lip kiss her. I know that it's other guys. And when we go on Maury, you'll see that she's spitting hella lies. Like,
When it comes to 3-year-old Jalen, Bobby, you are not
the father. I told you, it's not mine. I pull out every time. I'm like a man dime. I don't even know. All I know is a 4-day weekend, so I'm gonna go. That's one hundo, dough. I don't know if I should give my number out again. Casey usually tells me that's not a good thing to do, but I think I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm remote now, so you know he can't really stop me. It's not like he can stop the recording or anything. Okay, 818-653.
All right, that was me with the Batman 100. Woo! Woo!
That happened.
No, Batman 100. That was B-Break Rap. Now, I understand that Matt is here, so that was pre-recorded.
It was.
But
Just a taste.
That's what you guys will be getting on here from now on, unless we have another emergency and Matt needs to come back and do this for us.
You need to drive 2 hours to come back and do this. Good thing I was 5 feet from the board, so, you know, no problem.
So, Deej, we're about to be playing a game.
We sure are.
Now, we started this off like we did last time. If you win, I have to drink another beer for the next episode. If I win, which will probably happen,
right.
you get to drink another beer for the episode,
All
right?
let me
So
see
that's
if
why
I can
he had 7 and I had 6 beers
All right, man.
for this show. Now, let's get a little backstory in this
All right.
before we start the clock here. Now, our producer, B-Man Tree Man,
I didn't know that was his name. That's pretty
you
sick.
don't know our producers?
I didn't know his name was B-Man Tree Man.
God.
Does he grow trees?
You know, I'm not paying you any more money for this. No, he's down visiting us, and we were trying to figure out what we're going to do for our game. And B-Man Tree Man's like, yo, I'll just do a trivia game. No problem.
Yeah,
right?
We don't have to be exclusive to a specific genre.
Right. We don't have to be. I said, hey, dude, you just come up with trivia questions, and we'll play the game. No problem. So DJ, thinking it would be a fun joke, was like, yeah, you should make it like romantic comedy genre. And I'm like, no, you probably shouldn't do that. And then B-Man Tree Man was like, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So we got romantic comedy trivia for you on a Planet of the Apes episode.
I don't know about you, Casey. Not to be sexist, but I'm a guy. How about you?
Well, I am a guy that grew up with 2 brothers, older brothers.
Yes, I grew up with 2 older sisters and a brother, but he was too old, so I never.
And I currently don't have a girlfriend. So you have a girlfriend. So we'll see who wins this one. This will probably be one of the ones that you win because
one of the many that I win.
One of the few that you win. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and start the clock here real quick. Boom.
Ladies rule.
That's right. We're going to be playing CJ and DJ's movie trivia. Woo! Woo! Romantic comedy edition. Madman 100, can you please explain the rules for the peeps?
100. Yeah, sure. This is the trivia game. CJ and DJ's Move Power. We're gonna have 4 rounds. Okay, we're gonna have 4 rounds. Change down the document here so we don't mess ourselves up again. We're going to have 4 rounds. The first round is the multiple choice round. Okay? Each person is going to get 3 questions to answer. 1 point per question. There's no stealing. Okay? Round 2 is the whiteboard. Can you please pay attention? The round 2 is the whiteboard round.
I know the rules.
Everyone can play. It's 5 questions. You're going to write down the answer on your whiteboards. 1 point per correct answer, and both players can score. Round 3 is your free-for-all round. Okay, that's 5 questions. First person to say their name can answer the question. 1 point per correct answer, and stealing is allowed. Last round, the 4th and final. That's the final Jeopardy. You get 1 question. You wager your points, and then you either get it right and you get those points, or you get it wrong and you lose those points. Okay? Does everyone understand what we're doing?
I got it, Mattman 100.
No, me too.
All right.
Oh.
All right. So, Deej, since I won the last game,
Barely.
I'm going to go ahead and let you go first. So,
Thanks, my man. That's pretty big of you.
Yeah, I know. I can't help it. So, here we guys go. This is romantic comedy trivia.
Brought to you by CJ and DJ.
Movie Power Hour.
If you guys could stop. I'm a little wet over here. All right, so DJ, here we go. Your first question.
Bring it.
In My Big Fat Greek Wedding, what household cleaner did Tula's father believe could fix anything? Clorox, Windex. Mr. Oh, final answer?
Final answer.
Final answer. Windex is correct.
I did have a girlfriend when I watched that movie.
Yeah. DJ is on the board with 1 point.
Oh, jeez.
All right, question number 2. In Hitch, what medicine did Will Smith's character use after having an allergic reaction to the
real
food
quick.
he ate?
Is this question or mine?
This is for DJ. We're going to do 3 for him, 3 for you. Okay, again, in Hitch, what medicine did Will Smith's character use after having an allergic reaction to the food he ate? Zyrtec, Benadryl, Sudafed. Zyrtec, Benadryl, Sudafed.
Zyrtec.
Zyrtec. Final answer?
Yeah.
Zyrtec is incorrect. It is Benadryl.
Damn.
I actually knew that answer.
I don't know much about medicine.
All right, moving forward. Where does Hitch take Sarah on their first date? Ellis Island, the Statue of Liberty, Brooklyn Bridge, Empire State Building. Ellis Island, the Statue of Liberty, Brooklyn Bridge,
the answer to this
Empire
one, too.
State Building.
I do actually like
Ellis
Hitch a lot.
Island?
Ellis Island, final answer. Ellis Island is correct.
Yep.
All
I like
right.
Hitch a lot, actually.
That's
a pretty good
2
movie.
points for DJ. No points for CJ.
I haven't gone yet. That's not fair.
CJ's already trailing. That's not good for him.
Yo,
All
man,
right,
good
going
luck.
into his round 1. Here we go. CJ, who directed
Wait, there are 3 questions?
3 questions?
Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. Go.
Who directed the movie Pretty Woman? Rob Reiner, Gary Marshall, Steven Spielberg, Carl Reiner. Rob Reiner, Gary Marshall, Steven Spielberg, Carl Reiner.
Rob Reiner.
Final answer?
Yeah. Yeah.
Rob Reiner, incorrect.
Okay.
Gary Marshall.
I'm not going to lie. I did not know the answer to that one.
All right. There's Something About Mary. Why did Mary ask Ted to the prom? She felt sorry for him. He read a love poem about her aloud in class. She liked his car. He helped break up a fight between Warren and a bully.
I have seen this movie. and I
She felt
think it's-
sorry for him.
I'm going to get this wrong.
He
here.
read a love poem. He liked his car. He helped to break up a
I think
fight.
he broke up the fight.
Final answer?
Yeah, final answer.
Breaking up the fight. That's correct.
Yeah, good one.
At least it's not a shutout right now.
All right. 2 points
But I'm beating you
DJ,
by
1
twice
point
as much.
CJ into his final question of the first round. In Knocked Up, where does Katherine Heigl's character Allison work? Access Hollywood, E, Star, Entertainment Tonight.
Oh, great.
Access Hollywood, E, Star,
I'm second-guessing
Entertainment
myself
Tonight.
now. I think it's E.
Final answer?
Yeah.
E, correct.
Okay.
All right, tied up game, everybody. 2 points for DJ, 2 points for CJ going into round 2.
Not doing as bad as I thought.
It's a tie game. Okay, remember, this is the whiteboard round.
2 wins.
Okay, 5 questions. You're going to write them down. 10 seconds per question, and 1 point if you get them correct.
All right, let's see. Let's do this.
All right, we're
do
tied
this.
up 2-2. Here we go. What condition does Lucy in 51st Dates have? What condition does Lucy in 51st Dates have? All right, Siege is ready. DJ is lingering.
Come on, Deej.
And here we go. Show them.
All right, so I have amnesia.
And DJ has short-term memory loss.
Does that count?
I'm gonna say we're gonna take both answers. Short-term memory loss, correct. So now we're tied up 3-3.
Amnesia is a tough word. Yeah.
Cool. Yes.
All right.
Keep it into this.
All right, here we go. Second question, round 2.
Doing as well as regular.
Name the 3 main stars of the movie There's Something About Mary. Name the 3 main stars of the movie There's Something About Mary. And we have to have all 3 for the 1 point.
Oh, shit. Oh, I don't know that guy's name.
I don't really remember, but I think it's close to this. All right, I'm ready.
Okay, Deej. 3.
I'm pretty sure I don't remember this guy's
2.
name. I think I am close. Though.
1. All right,
right.
show me.
All right, so I have Ben Stiller, Cameron Diaz, and Kevin Dillon.
Shit. Is Kevin Dillon correct?
What was your Ben Stiller?
Cameron Diaz and Kevin Dillon.
Incorrect. What do you
I have
got?
Cameron Diaz, Ben Stiller, and Dallas from The Outsiders.
No, you were very close, CJ. You probably just got confused because it's Cameron Diaz, Matt Dillon, Ben Stiller. But we're gonna
That's
say
frustrating.
we're gonna say both of you guys
No,
missed
I'm wrong.
one, and we're both no point. Okay, going
I
into the
think Kevin
third.
Dillon is his brother. The guy that plays on Entourage.
You gonna challenge
Oh,
it?
That's
okay.
Kevin. No, I'm not challenging it. I got it wrong.
Okay, here we go. So we're still at 3-3. Okay, question 3, round 2. Who stars opposite of Tom Hanks in You've Got Mail? Who stars opposite of Tom Hanks in You've Got Mail?
Why am? Oh, here we go. All right. It's like, why am I blanking right now?
I don't know.
All right.
Are we ready? All right, here we go.
Meg Ryan.
Yeah, that is correct. Tied up 4-4.
I've been making so many jokes about that earlier.
Yeah, that would have been embarrassing if you didn't know that.
All right, we got the fourth question, round 2 coming up here.
You gotta take your drink.
My bad. I'm super far behind right now.
What year was Made in Manhattan released? What year was Made in Manhattan
Obvious.
released?
I don't know at all. Made in Manhattan?
Yep.
All right. It's a complete guess.
All right, go ahead.
2002?
2004?
DJ pulled it out of his butthole on that one. 2002.
Yeah!
Oh, the
What
Cubs
a
fell.
butthole I have.
Oh, the Cubs fell.
All right, it's 4-5 DJ.
Oh, the
DJ's
Cubs
in the
fell.
lead.
It's all right, guys. Don't worry.
Going into fifth question, round 2. Here we go. What is the name of Katherine Heigl's character in The Ugly Truth?
Yeah, right.
Marge.
It sucks. Does it have to be both first and last name?
It does. I will take something.
You.
You cannot me, but thanks for asking.
He demanded it.
This is gonna be kind of funny.
All right. I might have gotten it correct.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, show me.
The Sarah Connors.
I said Susie Hendrickson.
DJ, you are incorrect. So are you, CJ. Abby Richard.
Yeah, I know. Sarah Connors.
So
is from
close.
Terminator. Yeah, it is
Wow,
wrong.
that's a pretty funny name, isn't it?
You're so funny, DJ. Okay, going into round 3. This is the free-for-all round. Okay, you got to say your name to answer the question. You get 1 point correct, and there is stealing allowed. This is going to be 5
Can you remind
questions.
the listeners, viewers, of what the score is?
Correct. Right now, the score is 4-5 DJ. CJ is lagging
At least
by
I'm
1
not doing
point.
as bad as I thought I was going to.
Well, let's just wait for this next round.
What an asshole. B-Man, Tree Man.
Okay, here we go. Are you guys ready?
Yes, go.
Here we go. Who are the stars of Failure to Launch?
CJ.
Go.
Matthew McConaughey and Sarah Jessica Parker.
Correct. It is now tied up again.
I didn't know that was the title of a movie. But okay.
I remember watching this movie when I was super young and probably not.
All right, question 2,
Sure.
round 3.
By yourself.
Yeah.
Here we go. What was Ben Stiller's character's job in Along Came Polly?
CJ,
Go.
an actuary.
Life insurance, underwater, underwriter.
That's what an actuary
Yeah,
is.
that's close. Okay. So that's going to be
Fun
6-5.
fact, that was gonna be my profession at one point. Until I decided to
6-5.
become a podcast.
CJ.
Not bad. Not bad.
You chose the safe career.
Oh, you're right. I was going to say accountant. You're good.
Okay, here we go. Question 3,
Wuss.
round 3. Name 2 actors, actresses in Crazy Stupid Love. Name 2 in Crazy Stupid Love.
No. That's
CJ, I guess.
thinking
So we might as well
Punch Drunk Love.
guess.
Go.
Patrick Dempsey and Katherine Heigl.
I'm not going to even dignify that with a response. DJ for the steal.
Just using 2 people who are frequently typecast.
DJ for the steal.
Adam Sandler and Penelope Cruz from Punch Drunk Love.
All right, moving on to the question 4.
Can you say the answer, please?
Yes, you could pick from either Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling, Julianne Moore, or Emma Stone.
Well, Steve Carell's the only one that I recognize. Well, I mean, I know
I've
the other
seen
actors
trailers for that
but-
one.
I don't even like
Damn.
movies, and I know at least 3 out of the 4.
Well, I know the actors. I know that Steve Carell was in that movie now that you said that, but I don't remember the other ones.
All right, here we go. This is going to be
7.
question 4, round 3. Here we go. It is 6-5 CJ. In Forgetting Sarah Marshall, what is the name of Sarah Marshall's boyfriend?
DJ.
DJ.
Albus Snow.
That's it. Tied up again, 6-6.
Man, I like that movie too.
Me too.
All right, tied up 6-6. Final question, round 3. Who starred in Just Married?
CJ.
Go.
That's Amy Smart and Ryan Reynolds. No, just kidding. Damn it, I'm thinking of a different movie.
DJ for the steal.
Yeah, I was thinking of just. Friends.
DJ. Oh, yeah.
I was thinking of Just Friends.
Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah,
And
I know which one now.
oh shit.
I know
Damn
which one.
Beers. I know her name.
Damn, Pierce.
She was in 8 Mile and Clueless. Does that help?
No,
It's not matching up with the name I,
I
got.
can say.
Totally
I can say
forgot
the
her
name. I
name.
know who it is.
Because I got it wrong. What's the name?
Okay.
It's Brittany Murphy.
Yeah, that's it.
I remember now. I was thinking Just Friends right
She's
there.
gone too soon.
All right, guys, it is tied up. Okay.
Hey, really quick,
Wow.
Matt. I want to give you a high five and a hug for all the bromance movies that we love each other.
We're killing it in this romantic
I really
comedy.
underestimated ourselves
Okay, it is
here.
tied up 6-6 going into the 4th and final round. That's the final Jeopardy round. If you get your whiteboard there, DJ. It's going to be one question. Wager your points. Now, again, remember, you guys both have 6 points, tied up at 6.
So
Okay.
I can't choose 7.
You are correct.
Wait, do we show the camera?
Sure. I see DJ's. DJ, look at me. And we'll see CJ's. Got it. Okay. And then
not
if you
looking
get
at-
the correct answer, you double. Otherwise, you lose. You guys ready?
Yes.
Were
do
you
it.
born ready? Okay, here we go. What singer stars in the movie Made in Manhattan? What singer stars in the movie Made in Manhattan?
Okay. I'm really surprised that I know a lot of these answers.
Well, I mean,
Okay,
it's kind of obvious. Her booty.
There we go.
for the win, the most unromantic, romantic person I know, CJ.
You win 5? You son of a bitch!
Yeah.
Hey, wait, really quick, for the record, I gotta
What?
give you and I props for knowing the exact amount of questions correct. Great job on your Jeopardy.
Yes.
Final
got your
score,
second win ever.
CJ 11,
I wanted to
DJ
risk-
9.
I wanted to risk.
Damn!
I'll take this victory in strides. Thank you to my older brothers for not making me watch any of these movies.
You watched them on your own.
Yeah. I don't know who else to say thanks to. Thanks
man.
to Anyways,
I want to thank you for my sisters for not letting me watch any of these movies.
Let's hold off on that last shot here until we finish off. So, you guys saw it here first. Apparently, I'm better at romantic comedy movies, which is what I had not expected.
What a wuss.
I'm better at knowing romantic comedy movies compared to DJ. So, DJ,
Bastard.
I don't know if you remember, that means you have to drink another beer in the next episode. Woo! I'm sticking with my 6 beers, not having 7. All right, guys.
Good game, man. Good game.
So, you guys saw it here. We talked about War for the Planet of the Apes, the trailer that came out, the final one. We talked about Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
And you saw my poster. Yeah, let us know on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah. Let us know what you guys thought. Like, subscribe, follow, all that stuff, all that fun stuff. Sure. You guys can check us out on Movie Brewhouse Productions, at Movie Brewhouse Productions for Facebook and Instagram, at Movie Brewhouse for Twitter. We'll be tweeting shit out every once in a while. What other plugs am I missing?
Mo Banga.
Mo Banga. You can catch out Mo Banga's beats on SoundCloud, Instagram, and something else that will be in the credits. Thanks to B-Man Tree Man for creating the game and making us talk about romantic comedies on a day that we're talking about war.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
Love is war. No, you guys can post 2 comments about B-Man Tree Man. Great job in the trivia. For the trivia.
I want to give an extra special thanks to our engineer over in the booth, Matt Man 100.
100. Woo! Call me. Guess
Guest
the last
star.
4 numbers. Good luck.
It's our
Matt,
second guest star.
I just want to say thanks for coming out and saving our ass like you normally do. Once again.
I love a good ass save. What can I say?
You guys can always expect his raps on these next videos. He'll still be in the rap. Like, he'll still do it. And it's going to come with the same amount of production value as you saw that one happening right there. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and close it off here, Deej.
Cheers, my man.
Cheers to me winning.
Whatever.
All right, guys. I'm so glad you came to see us. Like, subscribe, follow, do all that stuff because we want to get more of these videos out to you. And you can only do that, or we can only do that, if you keep giving us a reason for doing it. Like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. Tell us if we're shitty. Just do it.
I dare you.
Dare you. We'll talk back, too. We're not afraid. All right, guys. This is CJDJ's Movie Power Hours. And for now, Movie Brewers, we're signing off. Hey everyone, did you like that video? Well, click here to watch more.
Or if you want to check out some other great content, click right here.
And lastly, if you want to stay up to date on everything Movie Brewhouse Productions, subscribe right here.
Bet you can't decide before we finish this beer.